this moment, it would be bizarre not to start with the issue which has divided our nation so much, Brexit. And I begin actually by praising the Prime Minister. She has striven hard from good intention with a poor hand, a party divided, disputatious and dogmatic in equal degrees, which then gave her an impossible circle to square. A frictionless border in Ireland, exit of the UK from the European Single Market and Customs Union, and yet Northern Ireland in the same relationship to Europe as the rest of the UK. This literally and technically cannot be done. So I sympathize with her. But nothing can disguise the nature of the deal she has chosen, if reports of it are true. This deal isn't a compromise. It's a capitulation. The withdrawal agreement will keep us tied to EU trade policy until there is an end established by joint consent. In other words, the EU has a veto. Now, it's coated the deal in heavy fudge, but that is the inedible biscuit beneath the coating. As for future arrangements, that is essentially the Chequers proposal, which leaves us accepting existing EU rules and agreeing to abide by future ones. This is Brexit in theory, but still tied to Europe in reality, thus making a mockery of the reason for leaving. And whatever people voted for, it surely wasn't this. How did we arrive here? Because Theresa May wanted to unify the country after Brexit had so bitterly divided it. And this is the right ambition, and even a noble one. But the route she chose, stay in step with Europe's rules whilst leaving the political structures of decision-making, is a dead end. It hasn't united the two sides of the Brexit debate, except in opposition to the deal. In the cause, indeed, of taking back control, we'd lose the control we had. And it won't end the argument. It will perpetuate disunity, dragging us past March 2019 into a blind alley strewn with further and further rounds of negotiation, when we will have lost whatever leverage we had, and with the battle still being waged by those who want to stay close to Europe in the hope of one day rejoining, and those who want to break from Europe and forge a new future. So this is the time for Remainers and Leavers to come together and understand there is only one way of ending the argument and reuniting the country. The only route to unity is clarity. And the only route to clarity is through the people. So I know it is said that a new vote of the people will also divide, but a reconsideration, in the light of all we now know, accepted by all as the final word, especially if accompanied by a new willingness on the part of Europe's leadership and Britain's to deal with the reasons for the Brexit decision, this is the only hope of unity in the future. And it is, frankly, gut-wrenching for me that this call is not being led by Labour as it should be.